Good afternoon, my friends, and happy Thursday. It's the 20th of August today. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I've had a very busy day today, and the day is still not over. This morning I had an eye test. Everything is good. Don't need to change my glasses just yet. I haven't had my eyes tested in over 2 years, which is like not good. But yeah, everything's good. Today I'm also focusing on a few things for my nephew's birthday. It's my nephew Xavier's 7th birthday on Saturday, and he has requested for me to make him his birthday cake. We are making a race car cake. I think he's a little bit overconfident with the skills that I can do when it comes to making a cake. I'm not really sure whether it's going to turn out well, but we're going to give it a go. It's from an old school Women's Weekly kids cake book that I used to look through as a child, and she's birthday cakes for my birthday. So I'm going to give that a go. I baked the cake earlier this morning and it's now in the fridge cooling down. And while that's cooling in the fridge, I am editing a video I made, I think, when was it? It was back in July. What's the date? The 16th of July I filmed this, and I just haven't had time to get around to edit it or even just look at it. So I thought I may as well do it because it's like a full video, and I thought you guys would like to see it. So I'm doing that while that cools down. I'm also eating one of my favorite things at the moment. It's these little lolly things from the Natural Confectionery Company, and they're called mini fruity gems. They're just in a tiny little packet. They're just so delicious. I take these to work when I need to have a sugar hit in the afternoon, and they're just like little jellies like this, and they taste so good, and they're 25% less sugar, so just sort of snacking on them too. The other thing I need to do today is I need to make Xavier his birthday present. For the last 2 birthdays of this year, I have made the kids little zippy pencil case pouch things. It's just using the tutorial that I did making a zipper boxy pouch, or a boxy zipper pouch, or something like that. I'll link it for you to have a look at the tutorial if you like. But I'm just using that pattern, using these thick and chunky. That's so me. I've made 2 of the kids these pencil cases with the zipper, and they love them. So it's a really special present that they're getting from Auntie. So yeah, I'm gonna use that zipper, and for Xavier's little boxy pouch zipper thing, I'm going to do Adventure Time on the top, and then this is going to be the inside fabric. So I think that kind of works. That's all I could really source out of my my stash of what I think would be appropriate for a 7-year-old. While I was out and about this morning getting my eyes tested, I just went in and quickly got some fun little kid lolly things just to put inside, as well as a little Lego figure, and just little things that kids love, you know, when they're going to us into the shops or something. They're like, "Mom, can you get me this?" And it's this tiny little toy or $2 lolly or something like that. So just gonna put that all in there and give it to Team on Saturday when we see them after I come home from work. So that is what is happening today. Just rambled on for 5 minutes telling you what my day is consisting of. It's 10 to 2, so I think I'm going to set a timer. I don't have a lot to really edit of this. I've got a handful of clips to edit through more, but I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes, half an hour. I will edit for half an hour, and then after that I might get this started, because this will take a good hour or so, because I got to quilt it and then make it and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, half an hour to edit, then we'll sew, and then later on this afternoon, or maybe even this evening, I think we will decorate that cake. We'll see what I can do. Oh, it's like a 3D molded cut cake. I'll show you when it comes to it, but I don't know. I think yeah, he's overestimating my my cake making skills, which is nice. Makes me feel good, but it's too much pressure. Too much pressure for this auntie to handle. Anyway, we can do it. Right. 30 minutes is on the clock. Let's edit. So this is the cake that Xavier has requested, and it's from this book called Women's Weekly Children's Birthday Cake Book, Vintage Edition. And it's just full of great cake ideas for kids. I'm going to make this one for my birthday. It's a sewing machine. And then next to it is a sewing basket, but I definitely want to make that for my birthday. Look, it has a koala. Cute. This is one that I had for my birthday. It's a ballerina cake. I also had Mum make me this one. This is baby in basket. Cute. I had one like that too. Did you make me that one too?
I said to Amelia that yesterday. Oh yeah, I did.
I can't remember. I know you gave me. You did that one.
I don't know.
I do remember that one, and I remember
we had one something like this for one of the boys.
And
we did the train at the end. The last one.
Yeah.
In the book, I think.
I know you did the ballerinas.
Did I?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Train.
We did that one.
The train
for
was
Graham.
good. Oh, I think Humpty Dumpty's at the front of the book.
We did a clock one too.
You did that for Kevin, I think. Humpty Dumpty.
I'm pretty sure I did something.
So I think my plan of attack to make this cake. I'm so like not looking forward to it because I just don't know what I'm doing. I think my plan of attack for this cake is to make the icing first, and then we're going to cut out all the pieces. This is how we're having to cut it. So what I did is I made like a big like sheet pancake, and then I'm going to cut all of these out. I'm going to do the rounds with using this. Hopefully that should work. I do have them actually in two sizes just in case, you know, one is too big. And then I sort of have to like carve it out or something and then put it together so that it looks like that. That's the bit that I'm not sure of. I do have things to decorate it, so I've got like licorice stuff I can cut up, and I've also got like rainbow chew things, and I brought some wagon wheels to make the steering wheel, and some lifesavers for like the wheels and the front parts, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself because I always do. I always want it to look perfect like in the book, and that never happens. So we're just going to go with it. I know that Xavier won't really care what it looks like. Xavier's the kind of kid that will be like, oh my gosh, Auntie made me a cake. She made it what I wanted, the flavour that I wanted, vanilla by the way. And then it's all his, and it's his birthday. So that's what I got to remember, that Xavier just won't care really what it truly looks like. So yeah, right, let's make the icing. I particularly got a cake mix with the icing in it. I actually got 2 of these, so that's why the cake's going to be extra big. So I have 2 icings to put together. I'll just put it all in one. I did get some colour out. Oh, here it is. I'm going to put some yellow colouring in it, and instead of having a 6 on it, we're going to make it 7 because he's 7 years old. I almost forgot. I need to bring in my baking assistant. That is the Charlie boy. He always comes in and watches me while I bake. So he's waiting here at the door so you can hear all the baking bits coming out. You're going to come in, mate? Here he is. You're going to come in. Oh, you excited? Ready? You're going to come in? Ready? Come on in. What you got, puppy? You got your ball. Oh, aren't you lucky? Settle down. Settle down. You got settle. Settle down. Good boy. That's it. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Let's bake a cake. You gonna help me? Yeah? Help me make Xavier's cake. Yeah? Aw. Good boy. You're a good boy. Where's that good boy? Where's that good boy? Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're so gorgeous. Oh, it's a beautiful boy. Oh, it's the beautiful boy. You're such a beautiful boy. Good boy. So obviously now that I've touched the dog, I need to wash my hands. Don't worry, I do that. It's a good thing because I have to wash up the bowl that I need to use anyway. So, all good. Excuse the mess in the background. This is what I'm working with. I think I've shown this to you before. This is my grandma's really old Kenwood mixer. This thing is about 40 or 50 years old, and it takes off like a rocket, but it gets the job done. I find it really useful when I'm doing icing, especially because it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Although it does literally sound like it's about to take off, but it gets the job done and I love it. So here's my cake, and I think what I'm going to do is this smaller round and do 4 wheels. That should work, and then the rest of it will be the body of the car. And so I have to like cut things out and make triangles and have other bits, so wish me luck because the instructions are quite vague. So I get cut 4 rounds from along one side for wheels, which we know how to do that with this. But then from the top corner of opposite side, cut slices at certain sizes, then cut the slice diagonally into from corner to corner and make triangles, and ooh, it's just all a little bit complicated and weird for me. So I think we're first going to just start with the wheels and see what we're left over with, and then try and cut something out. So I've got, oh no, wrong knife. Serrated knife here. Ooh. And we'll use that to do some carving. I know it doesn't look like much, but that is the basic shape of the car, I think. So this is the front, and then the little middle bit for the wheel to go in. I just put like a wagon wheel in just to make sure that it'll look alright. And then going into the back, and then it will have the wheels here. So one, they're so big, to there. So wheels will go like there. So there you go. That's the basic look of the car. I think that looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. Cool, now we're gonna ice it. It's a little bit later on in the evening, and I didn't get to show you the cake because my battery died on my camera. I'm speaking softly because everyone's gone to bed, but I needed to cover it because it's going to stay in the fridge for the next couple of days. So I thought I'd show you. Oh, just don't drop it. Oh, I'll bring it over onto the bench and I'll show you what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. I mean, I'm no professional, but yeah. Oh, look at it. It's so... oh, it is novice. You know, I am just an auntie making her nephew a race car cake. I think it's actually really quite sweet. We've got licorice bumpers with some fruit tingles and little freckle jazzy things. And then I've done the same to the tires. I just rolled them in sprinkles. We got some like sour straps and licorice around here. This is a wagon wheel with a fruit tingle on it, and then I sort of made like a seat backrest thing out of those freckle things. And then on the back we've got some more fruit tingles and another bumper licorice bar thing. And then I made the number 7 just out of little strips of licorice there. And then on the back as well. So that is our race car cake. It looks like it's got eyes. But I think it's really quite cute. And as I mentioned earlier this afternoon, Xavier isn't going to really care what it looks like. I think he's just really going to care that it's a race car cake and Auntie made it for him. So that's all that matters. It's pretty much exactly what my dad said. He's like, it's exactly what he asked you to make him and you made it. So I'm like, I agree with that. So yay, I'm just gonna wrap it now so that it stays fresh until Saturday. Hopefully it should stay fresh if I just leave it in the fridge and then have it on Saturday when it's his birthday. I don't remember whether I told you why I'm making it today. Today is my only free day that I have until his actual birthday, so I'm working all day tomorrow and then all day Saturday and also Sunday, but that's beside the point. So yeah, today was my only free day to make this. I didn't get a chance to make his present today, so I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow night after work, but it should be alright. I should be able to get it done quite quickly. So yeah, the things we do for the little people in our lives. Good evening, my friends, and happy Friday. It is the 21st of August today. I had a very busy day at work, but in spite of that, I'm in my sewing room and I need to make Xavier's birthday present. I am making him one of these little boxy zipper pouches. This is the one that I've made myself. This is what has all of my sewing machine bits and bobs in it, like so, with all my needles and bobbins and things in it. So I am going to make him one of them for his birthday. And then fill it with lots of stuff. I'll show you a bit later on. This year, this is what I'm making all of the kids for their birthdays. So I've made one for 2 of my other nephews, Aiden and Caleb. It was their birthdays earlier on in the year. So now it is Xavier's turn for his birthday tomorrow. I just took some time just now cutting out all of the bits and pieces. So as I showed you yesterday, I'm doing the Adventure Time fabric and then the black and white fabric for the inside, and then on the inside, just to make it a little bit more padded, I usually use batting, but for the last couple of ones I've made, I am using just an iron-on like Parlin type stuff. It's like a really thin, like craft batting almost. It's going to be really hard to see, but this is what it looks like. It's really super thin. It's not so much, it's not Pellin, but it's like fleecy like a batting, but not as thick. And then it has like this iron-on sort of backing to it. See those little spots? And this is just great for like little craft projects, making little pouches like this. I've used this in the fabric bonbons that I think I made not last Vlogmas but Vlogmas after. I mentioned this stuff before, but I just find that it's like the perfect sort of cushiony sort of middle for this kind of project. So I've already ironed it onto the front piece and then just sort of basted it on the other side. Instead of using just a normal like dress small zipper, I'm using this lovely thick and chunky zippers that we sell at work at the moment. I love these and the kids love these too, and I think it just really adds like something a bit different to the zipper pouch. Makes it a little bit more fun and funky for kids. I'm also going to pop on some of this chevron type ribbon like I have for mine for the ends, and this just helps to sort of like have something to hold on to when you're opening the zipper and to also hold it as well. In my tutorial that I did for this on my channel, I actually didn't add in this step, so if you want to make one yourself, just add that step in when you're sewing up the sides. I'm going to cut 2 5-inch pieces of ribbon and then pop them in on the sides when it comes to that. As I mentioned, I have had a very long day at work. I'm tired, my feet are killing me, so I have a nice lovely incentive. Is it incentive? Incentive. I think it's incentive. I don't know. But I have something to keep me going, and it's a Cadbury Dairy Milk snack bar. Oh my gosh. I also have a cup of tea. I actually put it in my Frank Green thermos mug so that it stays warm, because I know that if this was just in a normal mug, it would be cold in like 10 minutes, and I need to always have a nice hot cup of tea with chocolate, so I just wanted it to stay nice and warm. Enough chat, let's start sewing. So the first step that I need to do, what's the first step? I've forgotten. Oh, we're quilting. I'm just going to do some really basic straight lines. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to make it perfect. Just some straight lines just to give it some texture and to hold the two fabrics together. And then after that we put the zipper on, and then we sew up the sides with the ribbons, and then we sew up the corners, and it's finished. It's a really quick little project, and it just turns out so good. So yeah, with that I'm just gonna get sewing. A nice lovely eve of sewing goodness. Just what the doctor ordered. I wonder how hot this is going to be. It's going to scald my tongue, I know it. Yeah, that's hot. Throughout making this project, I'm actually only using 1 foot on my sewing machine, even though I am quilting and attaching a zipper and then doing other sort of seams. I'm just using the 1 foot. I'm not faffing around with changing feet and stuff if I don't have to. So I'm just going to show you the foot that I'm using and what settings that I have on my machine, for those who also have this sewing machine and for those who, I don't know, are just curious to see what I do with my machine when I'm making this. I've taken off my 1/4 inch foot and I've just put on this sort of like, I actually don't really know what this foot is called. It's just like a basic toe foot, I suppose, like a normal just straight stitch foot, and I will use this when I'm quilting it and also for when I'm attaching the zipper. I find that because this zipper is so chunky and this is so like skinny, I'm actually able to really get this foot in as close as I can to the teeth without it not being too close, so that I can like zip it up and down. So I just find that this foot is just so much easier to use when sewing on a chunky zipper than using the actual zipper foot. And I'm quilting with this foot as well because it's just such a thin, light, sandwiched pieces of fabric. They don't move, it doesn't pucker or anything like that. I've also adjusted the pressure of my foot down on to the fabric. So usually when I'm doing normal sewing, I have it all the way down in the green zone, which is about there. It's in the green zone because when the feed dogs are up at its highest point, that's what the pressure of the foot needs to be on. But when I'm using more than 2 layers, so something like this, I will actually take the pressure of the foot right up so that it's not pressing as much onto the fabric and therefore sort of not pushing it through or pulling it through at a different sort of rate so that it doesn't pucker or move. I hope that made sense. I'm pretty sure that made sense. I think it's just really important just knowing what your sewing machine can and can't do with the different settings. I know that putting my machine on this setting with this foot with what I want to sew will work, and that's one of the things I love about this machine, is that it just does what I want it to and it doesn't make a fuss. It just does it, and it does it the way that I want. So happy days. Right, anyway, enough chit chat. Can you tell I'm procrastinating? I don't know why, because I'm really looking forward to making this. Let's sew so we can get this ready for Xavier for his birthday tomorrow. update you on my progress. I have just popped the zipper in. That's what it looks like. And it zips open and close perfectly. Very happy with that. As you just saw, that last little bit getting the zipper down, so when I do the top stitch along the top for the zipper so that it doesn't roll over, it gets a little bit squeezy when you've got that down the bottom and you're trying to feed it through the machine. It just gets a little bit chunky, but we did it. Now I'm just going to put the zipper about halfway like that, turn it back around like this so that it's inside out, put it in the middle like this. If you do actually want to make this, the link to the tutorial is down below. I go into more detail. In the one that I made, I did do it a couple of years ago, so it might be a bit dated, but it is what it is. And this is the step where I put in the ribbon. I'll quickly show you how I put that ribbon in. It's just inside there, like so. And then we'll catch the ends of it in the seam allowance when I sew the sides together. So I just did the same thing on this side as well. Okay, so it's all sewn and done up. I've done the boxy corners and stuff like that, and now comes the moment of truth to see whether I've done it right. And it looks good and it works. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Yay. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Ta-da. Cute, cute, cute. So it's got these two little handles to hold on to it. I am so happy with that. And then there you go, that's what it looks like on the inside. Oh yay, happy days. That is such a good little size for kids, I think, for a pencil case or like a little treasure bag or something. Let's do a test on the tea. There's only a little bit left. Is it still hot? Yes, it is still good. I'm not going to pack anything up. I'm going to leave my overlocker where it is. Machine is done. I just really can't be bothered. I'm going to take you in and show you what I got to put inside this. In these little pouches that I like to make for the kids, I put in like really cool like kids lollies. I mentioned this to you yesterday. So all of the kids really like the extreme sour warheads. So I got Xavier a packet of them all to himself. He can share if he wants. A little Toy Story like Kinder Surprise egg. It's got chocolate and a little toy in it. A push pop. Don't push me, push a push pop. Anyway, that was the little slogan that we used to say for these when I was a kid. A box of Smarties. And we got him a caramello koala. These are the most delicious thing ever. And then I also got him like a little Lego minifigures blind packet, and he can have a look and see what's in there. I don't know what it is. Sometimes you can like feel the packet and guess, but I got no idea. That's everything in there. I might get something, sorry, that's making so much noise. I might get something like extra at work tomorrow. We do sell like little like kids things, so I might pick up a few things just to add in there, but that's always like a really nice little surprise for them to open up and have all to themselves. So yay, I am so glad that that's done. I've also got him a card as well. I'm now going to go and veg out on the lounge for a while until I fall asleep, and then shuffle my way to bed to then get ready for tomorrow. Another working weekend. Such is life. It is what it is.